All right, so what we're going to work on today is part 2 of the belt tightener. It's a pulley, and it's laid out by doing a profile of the geometry, which I'm going to show you in just a second how that came out, and then I'm going to mirror it over for you, and then I'm going to revolve it around this line right here, this center line right here. Revolve is just another way to extrude. It just goes into a circular pattern rather than straightforward or backward down into the screen. The first thing we need to do is come up into options and go to document properties and units and make sure that you change from inches to millimeters, because the dimensions in the book are given in millimeters. So then I laid out this geometry right here. I'll show you this sketch. And what you want to do here is you want to get a screenshot right here with your phone camera, because these dimensions, actually when they come to you in the book, this is measured from the center line to this top line right here is 41 millimeters. But in the book it's listed as 82, because in the book it's given as a diameter. And you have to convert all these to radius, so everything is put in as a radius. The first thing I did when I laid this out was draw out a center type line, and I dimensioned it to 66 millimeters. And then I had an idea of how accurate my sketch was before, at least size-wise, before I started laying in these dimensions. And I want to mention to you too also that you can put in these dimensions. For example, right here, I could put this dimension in because it's half of this the 66. I can put 66 divided by 2 and just let the software do the calculations for me. So you have these 1, 2, 3, 4 dimensions pulled off the center line for this right side, and then you have these 2 dimensions pulled off the center line for the left side. You have the thickness right here. You have the length of this, which is 31.5 as opposed to 33 up here, because this face is inset from this one. When it's cast, they're the same, but they come back and they machine this edge right here. And that shows up in the illustration in the book, and you'll see that in just a second. So if your dimensions are right, and once those are set, you go back into your sketch. For me, it's going to be an edit to sketch, okay? And I want to mirror entities, so I pick all of my pieces right here, all right, lines 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, all right, put a window, I'll grab them all, mirror about, that's the center line here, so I'm going to mirror about this right there, mirror about here and there, or maybe the center line itself. Yeah, had to click the center line, not the endpoints. So there's the geometry laid out, and it's going to mirror over just nicely. So I take that, and there is my geometry all laid out. Then I'm going to exit the sketch, and I'm going to come over to features, and instead of extruding, I'm going to go to revolve base. All right. And then they want to know what do I want to revolve? I want to revolve this sketch. Okay, and they're going to know the axis of revolution is this right here. And you can see I could put in less than 360 degrees to get a partial piece, but I don't want to do that. I want to go all the way around. Here's the original profile sitting in there. So I take that, and there's my piece. Here is my sketch laying in there, okay? And then I can come up here to my sectional view and see that I've got this done right. Again, the distance from the edge to the center is less here than it is up here, because this surface right here actually got machined as a finished piece. And there it is.